Yes, we're learning that a special forces soldier has been charged for making more than $400,000 by betting on whether or not Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro would be removed from office. And here's the thing. According to the indictment, the officer participated in the planning and execution of the operation and used that classified information to allegedly profit. Remember, Maduro and his wife were captured during a nighttime raid in Caracas by U.S. forces in early January. They're charged with drug trafficking. Both have pleaded not guilty. We've reached out to Polymarket for comment. I want to go right to Tom Winter, who is reporting on this for us. Tom, what are you learning?
Right. So this indictment was just unsealed in the last 20, 30 minutes or so. The arrest had been underway for some time. The plan to make this arrest, the individual Gannon Ken Van Dyke, that's Gannon Ken Van Dyke, is a member of the U.S. Special Forces, actually reports to the JSOC, the Joint Special Operations Command, and was actively involved in planning the whole Maduro incident, had made a number of bets over a series of time. Remember, the time period for this operation had shifted, so his bets were actually shifting as the operation shifted. Wow. It was an outsized bet. It caught the attention of everybody right away. It was a profit of over $400,000 that this individual, again, according to the indictment, hasn't even appeared in court yet, hasn't even entered a plea. Presumably, it'll be not guilty, but apparently made the substantial amount of money. It was able to profit from it. He was involved as early as December 8th. I remember this happened just after the New Year, the raid of Maduro, but it was started to be involved. He used a VPN, a virtual private network, in order to try to conceal, according to the indictment, his internet activity. It was acutely aware of sensitive compartmentalized information. This is classified information about an ongoing military operation. So it's quite significant, faces up to 20 years just for the wire fraud charge alone. The interesting thing beyond this case is that they charge commodities fraud. And what makes that important is that they're now treating Polymarket as if it was the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ or the CME. And the implication of that is that for other people that might try to make inside bets, and there's been a number of concerns about those using Polymarket or similar types of services, in the eyes of the Southern District of New York, which has tons of experience of prosecuting these insider trading type cases, they view it as you're just making an inside tip.
Hey, that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what's going on in this situation. They're making inside trading bets. So you can be like, oh, who's going to win the presidency, right? And I like, all right, since I got a hand in the presidency, I know for sure, let's say Trump's going to win because I pull some strings and I know it. But in order to make more money on it, I go bet $10 million on Polymarket that Trump's going to win. But I have inside traders deals, and or I'm a senator, I'm somebody of importance that makes these shit happen, and I just bet on stuff that I already know is going to happen. You get what I'm saying? And it's so weird because that guy, yes, he should be charged. Charge him. And you have to charge this individual due to the fact that this is, if you let him go and do this, he basically spilled classified information. They're going to do it again. They're going to do it again. Now, everything, they're like, oh, what's next? United States is going to nuke Iran, and it's one of the niggas that got the codes, and he betting on Polymarket. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, I'm going to let him get the codes just so we can do it. Or they already know the mission, like say PSF or something is betting on Polymarket that we finna attack Iran on this date. On the Polymarket. That's a problem. You get what I'm saying? That's the situation that we're having right now. So yes, I think they should make an example out of dude, because first off, you use intel that you was not supposed to know and put it on a publicly market that everybody's seen. So that means your enemies can see, and I feel like that's the problem with the United States. We have so much freedom of speech that we damn near telling our secrets. Other countries don't fly that way. That's why I feel like the United States is powerful militarily, but we're very weak mentally, literally. Like we're weak. We're not the shit like we think we are. How could we be? We can't be when we have our own people spreading off classified information. You don't see this in China. You don't see this in Russia. They don't give a classified information. You don't see this in Israel. They don't give away classified information by your own people. It's like our freedom to speak freely on the internet and all this shit is our own downfall, bro. We're like self-destructive. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem here. And this Polymarket shit, I remember they like, oh, let's bet on who gonna be the senator, whoop-de-whoop. if I have certain type of control, I can sway the market how I want to. Then on the back end, I either have me and or a family member put this much money into it, get the money back, pay me back this much, so I keep my hands clean. This is so easy. This is like a stock exchange right here. It's called the poly market. It's the stock exchange damn near. Like, what's the odds of da da da? You start betting on. I heard somebody was betting on the Super Bowl. Oh, if some guy does run across the field naked, what's the odds of it? Let me put 100,000 or let me put $1,000 on if there's going to be a guy that run across the field, and then you or a friend buy a ticket to the Super Bowl or any type of game, and you just run across the damn field. That's exactly what's going on. I've heard of this shit. What's going on, man? What is going on? Like, I see this as a potential problem, and I'm glad that they're on it, but I wonder who else was a part of it, because he couldn't have been the only one. He's probably the only one that got caught. But it definitely was some more people involved. You think he told, men gossip a little bit like women. Women just do it a little bit differently. Women do it where if one person know, everybody know. Men do it to like, I got my crew of people and I tell them everything. So you think buddy ass that didn't get caught, the special force soldier didn't tell a group of other dudes, and they either had somebody else do it for him or they did it for him? Investigation for everybody. Everybody getting investigated, because you can't have this type of information being exposed when you're trying to take down another country's leader. You know what I'm saying? It's like a game. You can't do that. It's a sad situation that's going on here, man. And I wonder what y'all think about this, man, because if it's like, and then I think what happened was he bet this shit before it even happened. So say if Venezuela was on the poly market and was just seeing what the United States is betting on and thinking about, which they probably do, or China has, at least, and Russia has. They're kind of keeping tabs, because when you keep tabs on your enemy, I would be like, all right, let's see what the I guarantee you China is always watching our news just to see what America's exposing, just to see what private information that somebody is just fed up with in the feds and they federal jobs just exposing on the internet. So then we know how to attack. We know how to get them in there. Like, there's a lot of things that we just allow, and which is, that's why I'm saying that we're weak in that way. Yeah, we have the equipment. Our army's dwindling, because that's why they upped the age, because we too fat and out of shape to even re-amp our army. Plus, we don't have no more kids coming in. We're gonna eventually fall, bro. That's why I say we're big now, but it's like we're gonna eventually fall. Don't y'all see it? If we don't change immediately, we're falling for sure. We have to, because of the way that our downfall is. It's like a spoiled kid. Let me give you this one example and I'm out of here. It's like a spoiled kid. The spoiled kid that got everything going is the reason why your lineage is weak. Yes, the father might have got money and got up and got his shit, but he gave all that to his kids. Kids ain't work for shit. So now, since the kids ain't work for nothing, they lazy, drug addicts, chilling, spending his money up, ain't working for nothing. They're the downfall of his lineage if he dies. We're the downfall of the lineage that we conquered in the past. It would be all for nothing. While someone that is more precise, more privated, China, Russia, building their military silently. They don't really speak on things. They stay quiet, ready to attack if they need to. Those are the ones that conquer. You know what I'm saying? But, I would say this: the United States is definitely we're on a downward spiral right now, unfortunately. So do what you need to do with that information. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. Arrest that man and charge him. Give him at least 15 years, bro. At least 15. Facts. At least. It's your boy Savage. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.